garage. I just wanted to post a quick video just to show everyone what I got going on in my garage so far. Show you my bikes and how they're looking. I don't know if I've showed this bike off yet. It's a CFL West Coast choppers. I started building this one in, I think, about 2000. Actually, I started it in 2007. I bought these panheads from STD, and then I bought the lower motor shortly thereafter, maybe a few months after that. And so I got those first, and then in 2008, 2009, straight from Jesse James, the source himself, I called him up in Long Beach, and he sold me the kit. I told him the idea that I had, and he sold me the kit, which was the frame, the tank, the Frisco tank. Let's see if I can show that. The handlebars. I had those custom made, and I mean, it took me a while to probably didn't finish this one here until about gosh, I think 2000. I want to say like 2014 is when I finished this one. I'm still working on it here and there, but it's titled. There's the. I had all of the purple accents were anodized, and the paint doesn't really look good on video, but it's these are just stickers, by the way. Ultimately I'm gonna put flames on here. I want to paint it with purple flames, the color of the parts that I have anodized here. And here's the other side of it, and I've got the cables all done up that color too. And these are, like I said, these are just stickers I could easily remove. I just had to put something on there for now. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's kind of like wedged here in between. Well, actually on this this step I have here. And there's my R1 that I'm still trying to get to start, but I'm going to just put that one on the back burner for now because it's starting to become riding season here where I'm at, and I don't want to waste my time messing with this one too much. I already tried taking the tank off and cleaning it out, cleaning out all the fuel lines and all that. I didn't get into removing the carburetors. That would be my next step. I don't understand why I would have to do that, considering I just had the carbs cleaned about 2 years ago, and I have been starting the bike. I didn't actually get a chance to ride it that much because, I don't know if I mentioned before, I busted my arm falling off the roof. So for 1 year the bike sat, and from that point on it just didn't start. So I don't get like how the carbs could get dirty just from one season of me not riding it, even though I've been starting it. But whatever, it is what it is. That's the name of the game, I guess, when it comes to bikes, especially old ones. There's the Viper. I haven't taken that one out much lately either, but still in mint condition. There's my Chevy. The National's not here right now, it's upstairs because I'm actually driving it. My GT Mustang, my 2018, is in the shop, so I've been driving the Grand National around every day. Here's my Chevy. I drove this one about a couple weeks ago. And this is, by the way, it's a 69 Camaro 350, 300 horse motor. I'm not sure if it came out of a Z28 or an SS. But the guy I bought this car from was totally legit. He was a good friend of mine named John McCrum. And he's since passed away. I had the body fully restored. Frame off restoration. And yeah, so that's that. Got my Triumph over here. There's my Sportster. These are the two bikes I'm probably going to be riding the most. Which actually I do ride the most. It's my XL50 anniversary edition. This thing has never given me an issue. It's never failed on me. I mean, needed little things like a starter switch, and needs a new battery every now and then. Oil changes, but other than that, it's mint. And then my Triumph, which I've posted before, almost perfectly matches my Sportster. I mean, it's even got gold, I think. Or is that chrome? Nope, it's chrome. But still, it's like brother and sister bikes. And then these are the two I'm gonna. Well, this one runs mint too. It's my 1975 Super Glide. It's, I put a 1980 wide glide front end on there, but it's all original, with the exception of the front end and the tank, which I still have the original tank. I still have the original seat. It's funny because the original rear fender that I have for this bike, it's actually on this bike, which I built. Here's another bike I built ground up. It's got a jammer cycle frame, and then it's got the S&S high output 1340 80 cubic inch. Is that 80 cubic inch? Pretty sure it's 80. 1340, yeah. No. I can't remember sometimes. But it's actually got the kicker on it. It's kicker and it's electric start. This is the one I'm probably going to be starting. This one hasn't started all season yet. I'm going to start this one. This one runs mint. There's actually no oil leaks. Those are just shadows or maybe a leak from something else. But this thing doesn't leak at all. Maybe a little bit if you let it sit for... I mean, they all leak through the breather. That's the thing. People will say shovelheads leak. The thing with shovelheads is that if you've purchased a shovelhead, say off of like Facebook Marketplace or eBay, or if you purchased it from someone local, the classifieds or something, the thing is with shovelheads is that when they made them back in the 80s, or in the 70s, you have to understand that they get old. They're old. People rode the shit out of them. And what happens is that the gaskets, especially the technology back then, the gaskets were shit quality. So that, and on top of the fact that the whole thing with AMF, and they were trying to mass produce these bikes to stay up to date with the import bikes that were coming out, like the Hondas and shit. And so they pretty much slapped them together. But the thing is that they're good bikes. The motors are good. It's basically the same as an Evo. I mean, maybe the only difference being that the Evo is machined because it's aluminum. The engine's machined to 1,000th of an inch, versus the Shovelhead, which I think is like 100th to an inch. So it's thicker cases. I like the shovels better because it's thicker cases. You got cast iron in most cases. Like this is, well, I don't know about this. This is an S&S. But let's look at this one because this is legit. This is a legit AMF. This is steel. I put S&S heads on here, but I have the original Harley heads for this. I put S&S, but the heads were always alloy. The cases, this is steel. So the cylinders are steel, alloy. But that being said, if you take them apart, you go through them, and you seal them up, and you know what you're doing, you might have to machine some surfaces to make everything sit properly. But if you machine it and you seal it with the right high quality gaskets and seals, it's not a lemon, being like you didn't buy it off marketplace and it wasn't running like shit or beaten on to begin with. I mean, if the parts are good, if the parts are good and you seal that sucker up and you do everything right and you tune it and you tweak it, you're gonna have a good bike. Shovelhead it has potential. It's a good bike. So I that's all bullshit people say online, like, oh, Shovelheads are garbage. No, they're not garbage. It depends on how they're put together. And that's all pretty much I have. That's all that really I can say about that. And so anyway, here's the Evo. And this will be the last